Welcome back again, and in this lecture we will discuss time management. Time management is important. If you don't manage your time, either you will frustrate yourself and continuously be working on lesson plans and teaching. You will have no life. It doesn't have to be hard. Remember this. Make it easy on yourself. I've heard many times a teacher say they don't have time to write a test, grade a test and turn it in. I find this hard to believe. I have written 3 tests, within 3 days, given them out and graded them within 3 hours. I don't know what the other teachers are doing on their off time. Google is your friend. Just ask and you will find your answer. One teacher was upset because she had 10 weeks to teach a book and said she had to teach everything in the book. No, just teach the important stuff and skip the rest. She quit at the end of the term because it was too much for her. I've seen teachers steal tests and handouts from other teachers in their mailboxes. Others just copied comic books or the actual curriculum book. For some reason, some teachers just can't get a handle on it properly, as they don't want to be bothered when they go home or on their breaks. They don't manage their time wisely. I have never corrected a test at home. I have never taken more than 3 hours to correct 6 classes and turn the final grade into the school. It is quite simple, you just need to manage your time properly. Time management involves setting your priorities. I still hold the record at my school in Cambodia for turning in final grades, 20 minutes. The first thing you have to look at is what do you do during your teaching hours. During break times, possible, you can review the class progress and plan for the next session. You can break up writing tests over a period of time. Then after you wrote a test, use the test over. Some schools even give you a prepared test. All you need to do is grade it. Each day, the first time you teach, write down what you taught the class and if it was successful or not. Write down what handouts you used and if they were successful. When a class is over for the day, turn the handout you used in that class in and make copies for the next term. This way you don't have to rush with those handouts next term. This will save you much time, as you will be ready to teach a class when the class is ready. Read your lesson book and find out what you are teaching that day and the following day. You need to be at least a week ahead of your classes. This way you can have your handouts ready. As I said, you should take notes on what you taught in the class. You will find out in many cases you will repeat the class the next term. Since you will repeat the class each term, you don't need to prepare that class over again. Sometimes you will have 3 or 4 classes that are the same level. 4 classes, 1 lesson plan. Easy. By taking notes of what you did on day 1, day 2, etc. You now can look back and find out what you taught on those particular days and refer to materials you gave to the previous class. You will also know what worked and what didn't work. However, you don't want to get into a rut where you don't introduce new things or deviate from previous lesson plans. Each class is different and they will want different lessons and ways of being taught. You must compensate for this and make changes to suit each class. Always look to improve. Remember, one class will love your lesson, another will hate it. One class will understand, one class may take 3 or 4 lessons to understand. After a few semesters it becomes easier. Again, don't be afraid to try something new, and if it doesn't work with a class, don't do it again. However, if it works with one class, it may not work with another. If you recycle tests, it makes grading and preparing for finals so much easier. All you do is make up the answer keys and answer sheets. Then you can correct tests very quickly. Sometimes you can correct them while the class is taking a test or during the next class. Another idea is to have the class correct other students' tests. In class, as you go over the answers, then collect them after they have been graded. Give tests on Thursday, so you don't have to take them home. Give homework on the weekend so you can grade them in class on Monday. This way you never have to do any work outside the classroom after the first term. Very easy. That is how you can manage your time wisely. Get your work done as soon as possible and take notes of what you did and the handouts you gave, so the next class you teach will run smoother. To manage your time wisely, you must keep notes of what you taught every day for each class, so you can prepare for the next term. Give homework on Friday so you can be free on the weekends. Correct them on Monday in class. Get everything as soon as possible. Don't wait for the last moment. Get handouts ready for the next term after you have finished using them with one class. Recycle tests so you don't have to make them up each term. Have the grades updated before the final exam, so all you have to do is add the final grade. If you need handouts, simply do an internet search. Many websites have free handouts and lessons. Some even will have free tests with answers. Print them out. Copy and reuse the next term. Anything you can reuse gives you free time. Anything you can find for free on the internet saves you time. Remember, all the time you save gives you time to do what you want to do on the weekends without worrying about your class. Never try to get out easy. Some teachers come into the class and only play games because they don't know what to teach, how teach, and, in general, shouldn't be in the classroom. I've seen teachers arrive at school, drunk, high, and wearing the same clothes because they've been on a 3-day bender. Other teachers just ramble on about how great their country is, and the country they are in sucks. They do this because they aren't prepared to teach. Don't be like those teachers. Students see a lazy teacher and they will never have any respect for them. If a teacher gives handouts, extra work, and shows they care, the students will have a lot of respect and your career will go a long way. Well, that is all the time we have for today. I hope to see you next time.